it's Jackie. I promised you I would do a couple of videos showing you how to make skins and jewelry. So what I did is I have these sticker paper. You can also use photo paper. And once you take your stickers off, you leave it with the shiny side up. And you end up with something like this. Now I've used this one a couple of times. Normally I scrape up the paint that's left over, but I know this is too much paint for this, but we'll do it anyway. So I'm going to sit here and just pour out, for the sake of demonstration, a little bit of paint. And then I'm going to thin this out a little bit. Normally it would be something that I scraped off. But since I'm trying to do a demonstration and I'm not doing a real painting right now, I'm going to go ahead and try to manipulate this to get what I want. So I'm going to sit here and play with this for a minute or two to get decent coverage and decent patterns. And I keep turning it and running it in different directions so that I can get the most out of whatever paint that I use. So, Alright, so this is what I ended up with. So I'm going to take this, which looks pretty nice, and leave it to one side to dry. And I'm going to come back in here with something that I had already poured and peeled. So this is one of my skins. So it's got a combination of blues and purples and a little bit of gold and so forth. And what I'm going to do is I use Diamond Glaze as my glue. And what I'm going to do is get some Contrabands. And so these I get through Amazon, or there's one other, Lily D's. So these are meant for jewelry making. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and put a little bit of glue on the back of these. And then I'm going to take my little piece of skin here and find something that I think is nice. I'm going to put this on here and hold it down for a minute so that it completely adheres to my skin. And then I'm going to keep going and working with this particular skin until I've gotten most of the patterns that I think I can get out of it. And I'll take each one and glue it individually to get whatever I think is the best possible striation and color. And then by the time I get a couple of these done, the ones that I first did will be dry enough to be able to cut out and turn into a blank. So then what I would do is, let's see, what have I got here? All right, here's the perfect example. I know these fit this one. Oh, there we go. So, like I said, I get my little blanks, and this is a turtle blank. I don't know if you can see it or not, but what I'm going to do is, now that these have been sitting here for a minute, I know that they've had a chance for the glue to adhere. And I'm going to get a pair of scissors and cut these out and show you how I glue this into this, this seat. So And while that's all working, my my other piece is sitting there just drying. So let's see what I can do to get this back where I want it. There we go. Awesome. So let me grab a pair of scissors, and I will be right back with you, Jackie, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, Miss Jackie. So I got myself a pair of scissors, and I'm going to come in here and take the one closest to the edge, and I'm going to run my scissors around this so that I just get this one contraband together. And once you get it done, you can just sit here and kind of play with it to get the sides and the edges smooth. So I just keep running my scissors around the edges to make sure that I have it as tight as possible. So now I ended up with this. So it has the pattern that I want on it, and I'm hoping you can see this. And then I'll take this and I'll use the seat like I showed you, and I'll put a little bit of this diamond glaze in here, and I'm just going to come in here and throw this contraband on here and sit and hold it for about, I don't even hold it for more than 10 seconds. That's enough to get a pretty good seal, and then you end up with a piece like this. So it's actually not hard to do, and you can do the same thing for bracelets. I'm not sure if what I have here is the right fit, and I'm going to keep all these little pieces because I have some smaller jewelry molds that are really tiny that I can use these pieces that I haven't used for this on. So I'm going to come in here and just again go around my sides and get myself a nice clean piece so that looks nice. And then I'm going to take, let's see, that's not the right size. Okay. I don't have everything I should have here. 'Cause I know I have pieces that have different size contrabands that go with them. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to take another sea turtle and just make sure that this piece is nice and clean and trim and tidy. And once I have that done, I'm going to go in here with a little bit of my diamond glaze. You don't need a whole lot because once you press your contraband down, it will actually spread what little bit of glue you put there and make it really a tight seal. So I'm going to turn around and throw this in here, and I like to keep my, when I can, I try to keep my colors going in a vertical direction. And I know this isn't great lighting, so I apologize, Jackie. But that's pretty much how you make jewelry. These skins here, you could either use it to actually glue the contrabands right onto the surface, or you can, once this is completely and thoroughly dry, you can peel it, and you get these really thin but really pretty pieces of skin. And so you can do it either way. You can also, like I said, use photo paper. Photo paper is perfect. It will not peel off like it does off of these sticker sheets, because they have like a really high gloss finish to them that seems to not necessarily bond 100% with the paint, which is fine, because then they make your skins really thin, and they sit right down deep into the seat that you're putting them into. But you can take the same process that I did with this and just use a smaller Kochibon to do bracelets. You can do just regular silver blanks. There's like so many different ways you can use this. So my suggestion, Jackie, is just to experiment, have fun, try different things out, see what you like, see what works best for you. I mean, this is what works for me. I'm sure there are a dozen different artists that have a dozen different ways that things work for them. But I'm hoping that you kind of really enjoy the artistic side of this, and being able to create beauty from your leftover paint. Like I said, normally I do not make a pour just for skins, but whereas I was not doing a painting right now, I decided to force making a skin, which is fine, you can do it. I just prefer to use the leftover paints from whatever project I'm working on. But I'm going to ship this over to you, honey, and hopefully it will encourage you to step out onto your own and do the same thing and really enjoy it. Talk to you later, sweetie. Bye.